Yesterday I went to Forbidden Planet I met only one Kenobi there, and we looked around Forbidden Planet for almost an hour, and this is the only thing either of us bought. It was this Star Trek figure. I bought it for $4.99, and it's Data from Next Generation, so it's the first time I've got one of these new Playmates figures. So I thought it'd be interesting to look at. Comes with a data pad, phaser, some sort of engineering tool, and the actual figure and the stand. Bandai distribution. They're just like the old Playmates figures. They were distributed by Bandai in the UK. Got other figures. Probably want to get that Khan, Noonien Singh, maybe Kirk and Spock, Jean-Luc and Riker maybe. So might as well open it and see what the figure's like. So if you remember back in the day, from around 92, when this Playmates did their first lot of Star Trek figures. Let's see how to open this. You've got a plastic thing at the back. Just open it. It's quite well secured to the card. There. There's the figure. Oh, he's holding with twisty ties. I mean, back in the day, the old Playmate Star Trek figures was such a big seller. It comes with a stand as well. There's the stand. Quite a plain stand compared to what Playmates used to give us. Okay, let's look at the figure. Oh, they're just little bits of plastic. Got markings on the back of the figure. Comes with this item here. Done in a single colour. But I mean, Playmates used to give you quite a lot of accessories with the old figures from the 90s, early 2000s. Comes with a phaser. This has a handle so the figure can grip it. The phaser is not removable, the blast. Not bad though. Comes with a little data pad, which also has that gripping thing. So you can hold it. Tiny, there's a detail on that. But I mean, until Power of the Force 2 came along, these were probably dominating toy sales, or sort of action figure. They're very popular with collectors until they did a couple of figures that were really hard to get, and that put a lot of people off. Let's just pull it out. Don't know why they put this on. Here's the figure. First impressions, the legs are quite loose here on the hips. Head's on a ball, it's quite stiff. See that? Playmates, made in China. Very loose legs, knees, ankle pivots, quite good. Is it rock? Not really. Has it got ab crunch? No ab crunch. Legs go that far out. Arms go. You've got the elbows to 90 almost. Hands that rotate. There's data. How does he stand? It's quite a light figure, doesn't have much weight to it. Certainly more slimmed down than the 90s figures. I guess you could say they seem somewhat cheap. If you are used to the 90s figures, you might find these a bit sort of underwhelming in terms of build quality. But they are more realistic looking. Lieutenant Commander data. Let's try the stand. The pegs in the foot. Just like the old figures used to. Yep, the stand's quite a useful piece to this figure. I mean, in terms of visual accuracy, I mean, the figure looks pretty cool. Maybe you want to pose it so the figures are like both feet are on the stand. See how he holds accessories. We'll try the data pad. You can hold it like that, and it fell off. That's not going to work at all, it's too loose. The hands are kind of rigid, so they're not going to grip. There's no... Let's see if he holds it like that. He holds that phaser pretty cool like that. .3D effect, firing phaser. I wish it was removable though, because you don't always want to pose him firing his phaser. And try the data pad like this. Just about get it in. Yep, so you can hold the phaser and the data pad. Let's try this thing here. Looks like some sort of probe that rotates as well. So I guess he holds, and they both rotate. So I guess he can hold. Let's take the stand off. See if we can clip it in his hand. Yep, you can hold that as well. He's probing something with this. Some censoring device. So overall, it's not a bad figure. It's just, you know, if you're used to the old 90s figures, you know, very loose at the hips, but it can hold this as well. Pretty cool. So not bad. I think the phase is the best thing. I mean, you might be able to get some good photographs if you go close up. Looks a bit like a lightsaber though, really. Really, this should be removable, but it's not. It's fixed in. Try in the other hand. Just about holds it, that hand. Okay, so overall, not a bad figure. Not much up and down in the head. Fine for the shoulders, elbows, wrists. Hips are very loose. Knees to 90 and pivots on the feet. But if you're a big Star Trek fan, or you have a yearning for when Playmates dominated action figures with the Star Trek line, then this is something you might want to pick up, especially if you can find them at a reduced price. I mean, the face looks pretty good, eyes look good. Got some detailing around the neck with the insignia, the badge. Yeah, not bad. So that's your Playmates data from the next generation on this Star Trek Universe card. Pretty cool. So if you can find them for a reduced price, definitely pick them up. Or if you're a Star Trek fan, there's still a few around. Anyway, cheers, goodbye, bye.